welcome to the maintenance series. This is our second video of the series. If you missed our last one, click the I or link in the description for our previous video. In this one, we're going to be showing you how to change a tube and a tyre. If you haven't done this before, you can do it the wrong way and either ruin your tubes or ruin your rims. So I'm going to show you the right way how to do this. So moving your wheel is a simple process. I have a quick release, so you just lift and unscrew. And then the wheel comes on and the wheel pops out. I know that some people do have a through axle, which we will need an Allen key for, which is the exact same, you just unscrew and it pulls out. So you just take the wheel out. What you're going to do is find your valve, unscrew the cap. These valves, what you need to do is unscrew, not all the way, but if you have a puncture, obviously the air would already be released, so you need to do this. But if you're just changing your tyre, then press and hold. Try and get most of the air out as you can. There we go. So now go to the opposite side of your valve. Get your tyre lever and bend the tyre back. Oh, I need just a little bit more air to come out. This hasn't popped off the bead yet. There we go. Give it a bit of a pull back. Put your tyre lever in and drag across. I would use a plastic tyre lever because you don't want to use anything sharp like a screwdriver and then your tube, especially if you want to keep your tube later on. Okay, so that is the first side of the tyre out, as you can see. All around, all I did was the tyre lever goes in and drag it slowly around. If it is stiff, put one tyre lever in and it won't come off. The other tyre lever, put it in, do it again and bit by bit, and then eventually you'll be able to drag it across. Then push the rim and the tyre will come out with the valve still attached. So we're going to take the tyre out. Like so. If you want to take the tube out of these, you have a little screw type thing. You have to pull, twist off, sorry. Keep twisting and then it comes off over the top. And then left with a bare rim. If you've had a puncture, the best thing to do is check inside on the rim tape to make sure that a spoke hasn't popped through or anything like that. If it has, just put some more rim tape over the top. But no, mine is fine. So we're going to reinsert the tube. You'll want a little bit of air in the tube for doing this. How we're going to do this is put the third tube on the tyre and always match up your logos. So I have a logo there, and where's my logo? My logo is there too, on either side. You don't have to, but it just makes things a little bit nicer on your mind. Then you put the valve through. Bit of a fiddly part. Like that. And then put your tube inside your tyre just to make it a little bit easier. So the tube's now in the tyre nicely. It's just popping out the bottom at the moment. So okay, so once your tyre is out, and you put your new tube back in the tyre, like this, so you can just see the top of the nozzle. What you want to do is, if it's your front wheel, your rotors are always on the left-hand side of your bike, which means they spin this way. On your tyre itself, you can have something called a direction arrow, which is on mine here. I'm not sure if you can see that. There is a direction arrow just there, and mine's pointing this way because you have braking bumps on your tyre. So what that means is the rotor on the left hand side, this needs to go on this way. So find the hole for the valve. There's my valve. Place the valve in the tube, the valve in the hole, over the rim, push through, and then just sit your rim nicely. Your tyre, the bead of your tyre, onto your rim. So now you want to check to make sure that none of your tube is sticking out or overlapping over your rim, because then if you're writing off another year, we'll be doing this all again. Mine isn't, so we're into okay, so once you've checked that, got the tube isn't hanging over the rim anywhere, so we're going to put that little wash type thingy on back on. Give that a little bit of a pull. Push down from the top so your valve pushes out a lot more. And then put that on. And next, you pump up your tyre. Pump up to your desired pressure, whatever you run yours. You hear like a popping noise when you first put when you start pumping. It's just the bead sitting nicely onto the tyre. Okay, with your tyre pumped up to your desired pressure, just put your wheel back on your bike. Tighten up your axle or your quick release, wherever you mount. The process is exactly the same front and rear wheel. Thank you for watching today's video. This is how to change a tyre and a tube. If you like this sort of content, give us a thumbs up. This is the second video in our maintenance series. If you want to see our previous video, click here. Follow us on Instagram if you don't already. Name above. Thank you for watching today. Like, comment and subscribe.